He's keeping it.
I think audiences will see it. I mean, you look at the sequences that we have here. What I like to do is take everything that we learned from one movie, whatever it is, and then put it in the next. And you'll see this is not only a culmination of the last 30 years of this franchise, but it's a culmination of the 45 years that I've been privileged enough to make movies. Audience is going to have to go see it. It's called The Final Reckoning. First of all, he's just a great guy. He's a lot of fun, very smart. We just have a lot of fun creating stories together, and I have so much admiration and respect for him. He's enormously talented, enormously inventive, and quite has a very, very large adventurous spirit. You know, it's an honor for me. I love to see people do well. I love to see them take on challenges, and if there's anything I can do to help in any way, I want to do that, and that's really wonderful. And I love seeing them do that. I think it inspires back and forth, and my door is always open to help and to help them, and I love to see them do really well and keep creating, have a great life. Seeing it from my earlier films, seeing it from other people's perspective is always very interesting. So I do discover new things about it. You know, you make the movie, and believe me, when we're making the movie, we're spending, it's the hours in the editing room, the mixing stages, the sound stage. I mean, everything on the making the movies. And then as time goes on, you go back and you do discover things about it. And when you see what Christopher McQuarrie has done in terms of wrapping all of these films into this film, hearing and seeing his perspective and hearing how he experienced those films and what they mean to him and how it informs this film, it's always very fascinating.
I love you so much. Love you. You're just amazing. My dream come true. My dream seeing you in person. I saw you in the building. I was also in the building when you're on top of the IMAX. Yeah.
You there?
Yeah, I was there.
Because it's the biggest practical action film ever made. May even be the biggest film ever made. It's just so vast. We go from the top of the world to the bottom of the world. The kind of the vistas, as I think film fans like to call them, are gigantic. But also at the same time, it's got a very human story at the heart of it. There's a lot of love and sweetness in it, and it's got everything. It's been a lot of fun. I've been all over the world, filming and promoting these films. And I've met amazing people. I've made lifelong friends, and I got to hang out with the big guy. He sort of leads by example, and you can't help but be caught up in his enthusiasm, his sort of passion. He's Mr. 100%, and if you don't match that, then you might as well not bother coming into work. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's how he gives us advice by showing us how it's done. Not that any of us could or would want to do what he does, but you know, that's his job. Yeah, buckle up. You know, it's kind of, it's emotional, I think. You know, be prepared to be a little moved at times as well as thrilled. Take your inhaler. If you have asthma, please take your inhaler. And if you have a heart condition, whatever medication you need, keep it with you at all times. Because as my daughter said when she watched this movie, this film is like a heart attack. And so, you know, be sensible. Yeah. And if you're pregnant, think about it before you go in. Do you know what I mean? Maybe if you're over 8 months, wait it out for a little bit. Have the baby. It'll be in theaters for a while. Yeah, I mean, we're a pretty tight little group. And, you know, we spend a lot of time with each other when we're not shooting. It was great to have Rolf Saxon back in the film after 30 years, you know. And Lucy, who plays Topeza, who I think steals the movie. So yeah, it's a tight-knit group, and I'm going to be sad to say bye to them, you know.
The action as Grace. Please give a huge welcome to Hayley Atwell.
It's the accumulation of all the missions that have gone before, and it was designed for the big screen, made with IMAX cameras, and it's a fully immersive experience. So from the soundscape to the visuals, it's intended to be seen in its full glory on the biggest screen possible. You've got to go see the movie to discover what happens for Grace. In the first appearance of Grace, we saw quite a mercurial, slippery character who spent the whole time getting away from Ethan Hunt and sort of going it alone, being very selfish and self-serving. And then in this one, she's joined the team, but she still remains pretty untrained, capable of making many mistakes. And the stakes couldn't be higher for her now because she belongs to a team. And the thing about belonging is obviously the cost of the fear of losing them. So it's emotionally very, very scary for her. A lot of the work that I did stunt-wise was in the Arctic, so working in minus 40 degrees with a sled dog team and their handlers. And it was phenomenal to be there. I'd never in a million years thought I'd find myself in the Arctic Circle. So like 500 miles south of the North Pole. At one point we were so far up, the Northern Lights were below us. So...
Oh damn, I thought it was surprising.
Reprising his role as the mysterious Gabriel. Please welcome to the red carpet, Esai Morales!
Because you have some of the biggest cinephiles in history, of film history, working together. Tom and McHugh, everybody knows that they love movies more than I think anyone else. And their collaboration is always beautiful. And they work tirelessly, and it shows. It's the culmination of so much, decades of work. And as the years have gone on, Tom and now McHugh have gotten better at their craft, and that's always special to see. I was going to say Tom's aged like fine wine, but he's not aging. But whatever he's doing is doing right, and that's I'm here to see how he does it, and it's pretty fascinating. I don't think I know anyone with as much willpower who actually sets his mind and focuses and gets it done. Well, I can say Gabriel's on a different tangent this time. He may not be in the same relationship as he was with his source. So he's got nothing left to lose. That's all I have to say, and it raises the stakes. I'll tell you, that's a great question because raising the bar, there's only so far you think you can go. But I think what they do, the filmmakers, is they stay current with the times and with technology, and and the battle that humanity's always had between man and machine, between AI and the soul, your friends, like what matters, the life of your life, the life of your family, your friends, or by extension, the entire world. And where do you draw that line? Where do you cut it off? Where do you say, I can't anymore? Oh my. I don't want to get emotional, but to be able to take my daughter to South Africa and go on safaris, things I never did, until then, to be able to have Tom fly my family around was, special. What's so funny, I just mentioned that's one of my favorite memories. I can also say, getting together with the crew after work, singing songs. There was one time that it was just magic. The entire restaurant, the workers in the restaurant came out and danced and sang to this popular song at the time that was African. And in South Africa, you're dancing, the crew and the cast, it was otherworldly. And it was a show of unity and harmony that one of my most special memories.
Happy that the folks are turning out and the feedback so far. You play Gabriel. What is the mindset like getting into it and playing Luigi? Well, we shifted because we overlapped at times. We had done some of the, we were still doing some of the older one when we were shooting the new.
There's moments that bring you right into the emotion and the heart of it. All of those relationships of Tom with his team, of Ethan with his team, but then the sheer expanse. It has to be on an absolutely gargantuan screen for you to feel it in your ribcage. My brother, who's over there, when I rang him, he swore for quite a while. The Lady Bassett, right there. Fabulous woman. Yeah, my brother lost his mind. Because when you ring, I told Tom this, when you ring my brother's house, one of the films is always on in the background. So, other than Star Wars, I feel like he could die happy. She's the admiral of the George H.W. Bush fighter carrier, and she needs to help a boy out.
Possibly the biggest action adventure film ever made. You've got the best stunts ever, and it's a great story. Aside from that, and yeah, it's a heck of a lot of fun. Couple of years. Yeah, it was a couple of years. Yeah, not long. It's pretty cool. I mean, I got to say that when I was first approached, I thought it was a joke. I thought a friend of mine was winding me up, and when McHugh came on screen, it was like, wait, what? Holy smokes! And it's just been like a dream going forward. It gets better and better. Filmed in one of the most amazing places, if not the most amazing place I've ever been in my life, Svalbard. Beautiful. Spent a couple of weeks up there on a glacier with this crew. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. On number one. Oh, that was the very first one, man. Yeah. That set the precedent for this in more ways than one. And yeah. Amazing to be in the beginning and then at the end of it. It's let's see, there was 1, 2, there was 3 to 4. When we were filming the blizzard sequence, it got to 50 below. And that was rough. That even with the special thermal layers, I've never been so cold in my life. That was chilly. There's a lot from the previous films being wound up in this one. And yeah. And I think if you're a big fan of the Mission series, you're gonna love it. If this is your first mission, you're still gonna love it. Tom is a master of this, and then McHugh, the two of them together. It sounds like you're supposed to say this, but it's true. It's really true. The positivity on set for a start. You walk in on my first day, we're just like, holy cow, and everybody's smiling. And on film sets, that's not always the way. This one, absolutely. And yeah, there's an excitement, there's a focus. people will wait. I mean, if things need fixing, they'll fix it. Let's stop. Let's do this again. Yeah, and it's very positive. It's not like, oh, come on, there's none of that. Which for a work environment is fantastic. I love it. Yeah. I am watching it tonight. I used to live here for 30 years, so this is like I come back every once in a while. It's my son standing over there somewhere. He lives here, so yeah, it's nice to be back.
Well, sort of. It's not very often you get to do something like this. And from the beginning, I would love to.
This one is the culmination of the last 30 years of Mission Impossible movies. So it feels so special because you see characters from the first movie. There's incredible fight scenes and stunt scenes made by Tom with, of course, on the plane, you know, in the sky, in the water. What else? He's just like, you know, he's unbelievable because he like surpasses himself each time. You know, when you think he can't do better, he just does something more incredible. So it's just like, it blows you away. Oh, I mean, she joins the team, so there is a new dynamic between her and the other characters. And, you know, I got to show a different size of the character and more, you know, more layers to it, so that was great. I mean, it felt like it never ended. It felt like we shot them. You know, I've been working with them for 5 years. So, you know, it's been a big, amazing adventure with amazing co-stars. Of course, he's the one who inspired me, you know, and there's always more to learn. So, yeah, compared to someone who doesn't skydive, I'm incredible, but like I jump with people who have like 10,000 jumps, you know, so everything is relative. I mean, you know what happens in the movie? It was not hard to get emotional because it was like, oh shit, if it happened in real life, that would be really sad, you know?
Role as Erica Sloane, it's the brilliant Angela Bassett.
It felt magnificent to have, you know, one of the biggest global superstars to give you a call and say, come play. Felt pretty cool. Had to elevate that carriage, that posture, that authority, that take charge. But I'm a mom, so I'm a bit used to it. Do what I say. Do what I say. You know what? Just get ready to hang on to your seats. You know, your heart's going to be pumping. Absolutely. It's just mind-blowing. So get ready. But you already know. Fans already know what to expect.
We decided to do the most outrageous things, go to the most amazing places. And if you want to really feel like you were in those places with us, then you would want to see it on IMAX. There's certain locations like the Arctics that we went to, and the glaciers are like 10 times real. You actually, if you're watching it, you actually start getting cold. That's how good it looks on IMAX. Yeah, it was a cool journey. My character Degas, he was questioning, if Ethan was doing the right thing, and I think he was the only character in, all 8 films that actually openly questioned, like, man, maybe Ethan is doing the right thing. So to see him stand on his own 2 feet and make the decision to join the team and help save the world, I was happy about that. We are extremely close, no matter what. Tom is never gonna let me go, even if he wanted to. Even if he wanted to, you better not. Yeah, I knew what to expect, because we did kind of both films back to back. We were a family, so after the last premiere for Dead Reckoning, we were like, hey, we're gonna see you soon, so that was a big thing. We had our group message, and it was always like, I'll see you soon. So this one is kind of bittersweet because, you just don't know. So we might cry after this premiere. We might cry after the one in New York. We'll see. I'm about to cry right now, actually. I miss them. Some fun, action-packed fighting, shooting, explosions, fire, saving the world, possibly, probably, maybe. We that's what we got. I just hope I don't die.
Joining the cast is Captain Bledsoe. Please give a huge London welcome.
I mean, it's the final reckoning. So it all comes ahead right here, right now. And we're seeing it in real time. Action-packed adventure, incredible acting, and some twists and turns. It was an educational experience. McHugh is such a teaching director, and Tom is very giving. So he's a gentleman. I mean, from day one, he was very welcoming and always gave space for me to try different things. He was a wonderful scene partner.
It's a wonderful film, it's a culmination of 30 years of this. We both had quite a momentary role sex.